We're getting up close and personal today, y'all. Hope y'all ready for what we're about to do. Alright, I'm about to start. Hey guys, it's your girl Paulie B, and I'm back with a new topic. This one is more on me. Like, I made my own questions with the help of my husband, with wording them correctly, because some of my questions were a little too blunt, so he kind of shaped them up a little bit for me. These questions are questions that are good to ask a person you're dating and looking to be more serious with, in my opinion. You can also ask these questions to people if you're randomly just dating a lot of people at once. These are questions that can be asked as well to spark conversations and stuff like that. But honestly, these questions would be good if you're actually trying to get serious with someone. If you're looking to go to the next level. Because, dating is just, dating. It's nothing serious. You're really just getting to know someone. If you're dating exclusively, that means you're just with that one person. And you both have to be in agreement on that you both are just with each other. And then from that point on, it can lead to a relationship. And from relationship can lead to marriage. In all type of ways you can be married. Some people don't believe in going through legal systems. They just say we married, basically. So, however you do it. But let's get into these questions. So, my first question that I wrote down, and these aren't in any typical order. These are mixed up. So I just thought randomly. My husband kind of was like, nah, that's too blunt. You need to change the wording on that. And he helped me change some of the wordings on some of these questions. So bear with me. All right. So the first one is, what do you do for a living? You want to know this question because if this person's lifestyle isn't a type of lifestyle that you would want for long term, or that you see as something that you can grow in, or that you feel is lining up with your path, with your life, then that'd be a good thing. But if it's not, then you don't want to waste your time or their time. For example, say you meet someone and you later find out that they're a drug dealer or they work at a fast food restaurant. But those things are something that you told yourself was a deal breaker for you. You don't want to date anybody that's a drug dealer, and you don't want to date anybody that works in the fast food industry. That would already eliminate them as someone you would take seriously. So they can be cut out, eliminated. You don't waste their time, they don't waste yours. So that was the first question. My second question would be, what is your dream career? Now, you would ask this person that because you are trying to figure out if they even see a future for themselves. Where do they see themselves at? How much do they believe in themselves to be higher and greater than where they are right now? If that person says, well, I just live my life day to day. I don't really think about what's going to happen tomorrow because tomorrow's not promised. That's not for you, sis. That's not for you, bro. Because that's not something you want to jeopardize for yourself. Because now you're going to have to put into consideration that if y'all go long term, this person doesn't think about the future. They think about right now. And that means that can damper a lot of things with relationships. So you got to be real careful with that question and that answer. Because honestly, that person that says that they live day to day, they're not taking dating seriously. And they're going to waste your time. And you don't want to waste your time, your energy on something that's not going to get to where you're trying to go, which is something serious or something that lasts for a while. So that already eliminate them as a candidate. So there you go. My third question, my husband changed this question up for me because I think I was being a little too blunt with it. Well, he said so. So the question for number 3 is, are you a family person? So with this question, it opens the door for a lot of different conversations, because in this one question you can find out how this person's been raised, if they have siblings, if they have children, all the spiel. You can find out so many things from this one question. And honestly, at this point, if this person is being honest with you, they should be able to tell you, oh, I have kids already, or I have a child on the way. Like little things that may be deal breakers, you'll know at this point. If you are the type of person that doesn't have any kids and you want your kids to be from one household, that would be a deal breaker for you. But if you're the type of person that thinks, it's fine, we can be a blended family, I'm gonna still love your kids as my own, it wouldn't be an issue. And that's something that you want to take into consideration too, because you might also be that person that don't want any kids at all, period. So just make sure that you line that up, because they're going to possibly ask you the same question right after you ask them. So be ready and prepared to answer these questions that they have for you as well. So number 4, what makes you interested in me? Whew. So in my opinion, this question will give you an idea of what this person thinks of you just from the first time meeting you, or just from knowing you for a little while. You'll get to know why they even were interested in trying to talk to you or getting to know you better. If their answer doesn't line up with what you thought was the reason they liked you, you can't get mad. You cannot get mad and try to change this person's perspective of you. This is what they see. This is what they think. You can't change their thought process. When you try to do that, in my opinion, that's when you show that you're willing to change who you are just to please this person, or you're trying to change this person to please yourself, and you don't want to do that. Because at the end of the day, it's going to end up wasting your time all over again, and you'll be starting all over with the dating process and everything, and you don't want that to happen. So, for example, I wrote down an example. If this person thought that you were easygoing and not really looking for anything serious, just looking to have fun, date around, blase, blase. Now, in your mind, you probably like, that's not true, because I'm looking for something serious. I want somebody that's just for me. I want to have fun and all that stuff, yes, but I want it to be with someone that's mine and mine only. At this point, you just tell them, oh, okay, well, thank you for letting me know what you were thinking. But at the same time, at that point, more than likely, this person is going to be like, why you say it like that? Or, was I right? And at that point, you can say, well, I'm actually looking for something serious. I'm not really looking to play around or toy around with my emotions, my feelings. I'm looking for something that's going to have longevity and is going to last for a long time, for long term, And this will also let you know that this person isn't looking for something serious. Because if they are asking you out and they thought you were easygoing and not looking for anything serious, they're not looking for anything serious. So that right there tells you, cut them off, let them go, fly with the rest of the birds, and you move on to the next. And then my 5th question that I have down for you guys is, what is your current living situation? Pause. Before you even think that I'm saying this in a negative light, I'm not. And this isn't from a bad perspective, because this can go a whole different way. So my reason for asking this question would be, it's necessary. Because you don't want to end up in a situation where you're uncomfortable because he invited you over and you didn't know that he lived with his parents, or you didn't know that she lived with her sister or her brother, and now you over there meeting family and you all ain't even know each other for 3 days yet. You don't want that to happen. And you don't want to prematurely meet children either, because some people have kids and they just didn't tell you, and now you at their house and their kids there and you meeting kids and y'all ain't even at that level yet. So you have to be you have to know this question. You have to know the answer, because you might end up in a situation that you're not ready for. Like, say she says, well, my living situation right now is I'm living with my parents. The reason being is I'm in college. I'm saving my money. My parents said that I can live here until I save up enough money to be able to function on my own. Once I'm done college, I'll be looking for my own place. Point blank period, she just answered all your questions. There's nothing wrong with living at home while you're in college, saving your money to do what you want to do with your future. That's awesome. And some guys do that as well. He might be living with his parents at the moment because he's saving money to buy a house. You just never know the situation. So you have to give that person the opportunity to let you know what the situation is, and don't jump to those conclusions that, oh, since he said his parents live with him, he lying because ain't nobody parents gonna be living with them. That's not true, because some people's parents are ill, they can be disabled, anything can be wrong with their parents, and that could be a reason why their parents aren't able to live alone and have to stay with them. You have to put everything into perspective. You don't know this person's situation, you don't know their life, and you have to get to know these things in order for them to even take you seriously and you to take them seriously. So these are things that you have to be ready and willing to learn about people, and you can't be afraid of their answers. And this question will also help you determine how responsible this person is. If they can be independent, are they dependable, somebody that you can see long term, that has some type of level of knowing what your responsibility is. It's so many different things in that question alone that you can find out. So make sure you ask that question. Question number 6 is, how healthy is your lifestyle? This question also opens the door for other questions and a lot of things that you will learn about a person, because you can learn how much they value their life, how much they value their health, if they run, do yoga, if they exercise, if they're vegan, vegetarian, if they're a fruitarian. You can learn all types of things about people by asking them about their health. And this is a good thing to bring up, because what if they tell you they have diabetes? Are you willing to accept that and be their lifetime partner regardless? Like, these are things you have to take into consideration with dating. This person could have hepatitis, genital warts. They can have any type of illness. It's just, are you willing to put up with these things in order to continue and move forward? So that is why knowing a person's health is so important when you're dating. You want to know what you're getting yourself into, and if this is something you really want to get into. And if not, you already know what I'm going to say. Next. Just move on. Don't waste their time. Don't waste yours. My final question. Number 7. How important is financial security to you? So, this does not make you a gold digger. In no way. This does not make you an opportunist. This does not make you anything negative that people try to put on asking about financial situations. Because at the end of the day, if you're planning to be with someone, you need to know that you can trust them with your money. Honestly. Because if you can't trust them with your money, it's not going to work. You're going to be afraid. You're going to have your walls up. You're probably going to be hiding stuff, all type of things. So you don't want that. So make sure you ask this question. This will help them to answer and let you know, like, are they into investing? Do they have businesses? Are they a saver? Do they splurge every time they get money? Like, are they actually working towards something serious when it comes to their financial security? Like, do they want to be financially stable, or are they just living day by day? You don't want that. And then you want to be with somebody that you can eventually build with. You don't want somebody that y'all aren't even on the same level yet. Like, he's down here or she's down here and you up here, and there's no leveling in that, because mentally they're still down there and they're not trying to see the bigger picture. You don't want that for your life. So you have to ask this question and see if this person is even capable of being a partner for you. And then you want to know that this is somebody you can grow with financially, spiritually, just all around. If you know from this question that this person isn't trying to grow in their life, you don't want that for yourself. And that's basically all my questions that I thought were the most important questions to ask when you're dating. Because if you plan to take somebody serious, you want to know about them. You want to know the details, all of them. Because you don't want to be on the outside looking in like, hold up, you ain't never tell me that you had this going on, or you ain't never tell me you had this much debt, or you ain't never tell me that you had a baby on the way while we were starting to date. Now we in a relationship and you got a baby, and now I got to be stepmama, and I'm not ready for that. Like, this is why these questions are important before you take that next leap to dating exclusively. Like, all this stuff is important. And understand that people can lie. Some people are habitual liars. They will lie to you just to lie. They ain't even got a reason to lie. They're just lying. So every question that you ask might not get answered truthfully. But like the old people always say, the truth always comes to the light. When they lie to you once, and the next time you ask them a question, that same question come back around and the answer is totally different from what it was the first time, you already know this person lied to you. And now they're about to lie again. So be careful with that. And protect your heart and yourself from people that are lying to you. That right there should tell you, well, I don't need to take this any further, because if you lie to me about this, you lie to me about anything. And if you don't cut that person off after you know they lied to you, the only person that you can blame for you getting hurt at that point is you. Because if you allow them to lie and you know they lied, and you just been like, well, that was just one time. He lied. Okay, whatever. You being gullible and you allowing somebody to take advantage of you, and they're going to see that they can take advantage of you, and they're going to take advantage. So when somebody lied to you one time, you don't give them no second chances to lie to you again. Because after a while, it's going to become a pattern, and then you're going to be unhappy, and y'all going to break up anyway. So don't waste your time. And ladies, this is the end. Do not ask a man to go out with you anywhere if you don't expect to pay. Because just like they gotta pay when they ask us to go somewhere, we should be willing to pay when we ask them to go out. It's a give and take on both sides. You should never tell somebody, oh, well, I thought you was paying because you came. No, that's not how it works. You do your part too. We as women have to realize that just like men are here trying to date, and we trying to date and trying to take on that responsibility, we got to do what we got to do too. We got to pay for dates. We got to set up arrangements. We got to do the whole nine as well. So don't think this is just on the fellas. It's on both of y'all. Woman and man. And then just always remember, y'all, that dating is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be something that it's an easy way for you to get to know as many people as you can. You want to learn about different people and you want to grow as a person. And when you see that person that sparks your interest in that particular person is the person that you feel like, ooh, I really like him, or ooh, I really like her, you put that person to the side and you start talking to them more on that serious level and asking them really serious questions because you want to know everything about this person. And don't be afraid to step outside your box and get to know somebody. Don't be afraid, because that one time might be the last time, and that might be your person, and you might end up with a ring. So don't be afraid to date. It's fun, it's easy, and you just gotta do it. And that's how you meet new people. But that's all I have for you guys today. I love you guys, and I will see you guys. Do not forget to subscribe. I have set a brand new goal for this month. The goal for this month is to get 25 new subscribers. So I'm working to get to 75 subscribers by the end of February. I believe we can do it because we got the 50 on the last day of January. So I know we can do it. So invite your friends to watch these videos and get them to subscribe. You subscribe if you have not subscribed, and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified every time I post a new video, so that you can get this knowledge that I'm dropping for all of us. Thank y'all. Peace.